Hey y'all, welcome to The Elegant. I am Tay Casso. I was about to say my name, Taylor. Okay. That is my name, so I was about to say that. Okay. All right. That is significant. Okay. So, I hope y'all are doing lovely and feeling amazing. Okay, so it's something about people could be recognizing you or are recognizing you for exactly who you are, okay? For exactly who you are in every single way, okay? Huh. Birds of a feather. The birds out here. The birds out here are like, okay, we got it now. I don't give no fucks. I don't give no fucks. Making it happen. I feel like you understand who the birds are and who the birds are that have been flocking together. They've been flocking. Okay. Boom. Dynamite. And God has shown you who the birds are. Surrounded by angels. God has showed you who the birds are. God has given you great insight on the birds. They're birds. Actual fucking birds. Okay. You beat that shit. I was just listening to my song Beat the Beat Up. You beat the beat up. You beat that shit. Blessings rolling in. Come on now. You beat that shit. I just did a reading. You won. Okay, 6 with love. Come on now. You are surrounded by angels. Love it. Okay. You are surrounded by love, surrounded by angels. Change up the energy. You are out here changing up the energy. Famous. Okay. Famous. Change up the energy. You're changing up the energy. Famous. Science. Okay. Your understanding of truth is stranger than fiction. Okay. You have whatever you do, everything that you do, down to a science. Okay. And so, therefore, whatever the boom is that is happening that you're seeing, it's a boom. It's a boom. A boom is happening, okay? And a boom that is big, okay? I did that, yes. And you gonna know like you did that. Like you have achieved, okay? I was just watching, or last night I was watching Black Moon Majesties. My birthday twin, we birthday twins. She did an earth angel reading, a earth sign reading, and in the Capricorn, she said something about the industry, like taking over the industry, something like that. So whatever it is, you got that shit down, okay? You have mail blank, okay? All right, a message coming through. That shit go hard, okay? Dripping in sauce. Come on now. Dripping in sauce. Yeah, you did that. All these pinks, blessings rolling in is in pink. Dripping in sauce is in pink. I did that in pink. Change up the energy in pink and science in pink. You got this down and it is dripping in sauce. You dripping in sauce. You did that. That's why the blessings are rolling in. Okay. I don't need to talk about it. Okay. Huh. I don't need to talk about it. Because you don't give no fucks. You don't give no fucks. You don't need to talk about it. No. Okay. Okay. Fed the fuck up. You don't need to talk to the birds. The birds know what's up. They getting the message. Because that's in black. Because you making it happen. And they already know that shit go hard. And you already said no to them. And now you want some damn shit in a big way because you surrounded by angels and you beat that shit. And And so watch it happen. Exactly. They seeing this shit happen right in front of their fucking face. Hi. You are high in the club. Come on now. You are high up in the club. Oh, this shit is really going on. Yep, I feel like everybody is seeing this, including you, in a way where you like shocked and distraught, okay? Something is happening. A big fucking boom is happening because you have won. See, okay? You about to see this shit. How high you are in the club. Should you have done that? And these people are gonna be like, oh no, I shouldn't have done all the things that I did to stop them from being in the club, even though you was already in the club, floating like I'm in the ocean. God ensured that you would do this, okay? God said that's what they doing. They already there. What the fuck you mean? Like, they just floating. I'm so high, I'm so high, I'm so high. Like, what do you mean? I placed them there. You can't take them away. Lie detector determined. Blank. All these blanks. All these blanks. Okay. That moon though, look, they understand though. It's like they already understand. All the readings that I have been watching lately that I have done, it's like they all, because sometimes I watch them full, I watch a portion of them and then I go to another one and then I go to another one and then it all makes sense. And so what God has put together is like, they understand what the fuck they did. They understand what they have done to try to stop you from being in the club, from supposedly not dripping in sauce, because they already knew that you was dripping in sauce, that you was blessed like shit. They just wanted to see who or what or who blessed you like that, what got you like that, what did it. And so they were Squidwards out here, okay? They wanted to understand with that whatever that nose noise that Squidward be making. that fucking horn nose, but it's not a horn, whatever that is. He be like, in a real life, he's like, you know, a depressed, anxiety ridden person, okay? That's what I get now. And so he is like that. Like, they always be like, I don't like life. I hate life, whoever these people are. And they are not grateful people. They're not blessed people. Whatever blessings, where you would look at it as like they blessed, they be like, oh, but I just hate it. I just need more. I need more to satisfy my life. Like, this doesn't do anything for me. And so I just need more. I just need more. Exactly, they fucking Squidwards. Okay, they're Squidwards like shit. And so they already understand what the fuck is that, because they understood after some initial points of them doing something to be like, okay, they're not gonna drip in sauce because they don't want you to be on the level that you on, that they understood that you was on, and the levels that they understood that you would go to. Okay, they was like, nah, we can't let them do that. Like, they gonna be big, they gonna be great, like they gonna be big, like people gonna know them, all that. Okay, and so they was like, okay, well, we have to see what makes them be in the club. How did they get in the club? How are they like that? What floated them there? What floated them there? How they so high? What did they do? How did they do that? Okay, and so they was like, okay, we gonna do this to see how they did that. How they did that. How are they doing that? Okay, and so they was like, okay, let's do this. And whenever they did whatever they did, or started to, because it was a chain of events or whatever, or created a chain of events, them initially thinking that that was a chain of events that they should not have ever thought. But since they thought about it, then, you know, that's exactly what the fuck it is. And so, them thinking about it, them wanting that is what has taken place since then, a chain of events. And so the chain of events has led them to it started with the initial. Then after that, they had a talk. And the talk is people talk about, crossroads type of shit, all of that. But a talk with evil, a talk with, Satan, a talk. And so they had a talk. And the thing is, whatever it was, it's like they got revealed greatly about the ending. Their ending. This was the beginning. They knew that this was the beginning at that point when they had that talk, but they also got the ending. They didn't like the ending. The ending scared the shit out of them. They was like, oh no, I don't want that. But they had already started the chain of events, and they could not get themselves out of that once they started it, because they already did the initial. And so, they knew the ending. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, so talking a whole bunch of shit that I ain't trying to hear. Shooting threes and riding on foes. Come on now. Wishing on a star. They was wishing on a star, trying to see how you did it. That's on God. And they understood. So from the initial and after the talk that they had, dang, I lost it. Coming through. It's coming through. Dang, protected in this house. You're protected. Whatever that is in the middle. Okay, so you're protected in the middle. So during this time, the crossroads talk that they had, okay, that was the point of, okay, we're going to be able to do everything that they do or something. So, they could have leveled up greatly. They could have gotten access to whatever things that they wanted or thought that you had, or whatever the fuck. Whatever aligns with you, but for them, okay? They got it. They got it and they got it. I just saw 629 in the way. But they got that. They got it, and they have been happy in this time frame. Supposedly happy. And they've been happy in this time frame, okay? Because they've been getting the things that were made for you, okay? And so, okay, handled it. Handled it. You protected in this house. And they like, oh, this shit is really going on. So, dead and gone. Now they like, wait, okay, I saw all of that. But now, the ending, fuck them people. The ending is here. Shit matching up. The ending is here. Intentional. Profession of love. Okay. Community service type shit. Remember when? No more suffering. I'm gonna get this money. This shit is deserved. Okay. Change the establishment. Okay. No. They thought they was gonna be the people that was gonna be like something. Show me your sorry. Yep. They thought it was going to be them. That's why they did all this. Karma. They did all of whatever the fuck they did. The birds. Because they thought it was going to be them. Taking care of business. And they did not do what they needed to do. Like, whoever they are, they don't put in work, like, to achieve whatever this is. Whatever they understood that you would be doing out here, okay? they didn't put in the work in this time frame for that to happen for them. I guess they just thought it was just gonna happen. Let's go. Like, they was like, oh yeah, it's just gonna happen. No. Influence. Okay. They wanted influence. They wanted to be everything and all of it. They wanted everything. Plants and herbs. Okay. The world goes up. And so, what? Payback time. Smokey. Legendary. Yup. The house is burning. The house is burning. Serving others. 1. 4. Okay. Release that shit. Don't be scared. They're also scared of whatever they ask for. Divine masculine. They are scared of what they asked for. They wanted the world to go up, their world to go up. They also don't serve others out here, but they were wishing on a star, and now they're understanding that the house is burning, and it's very smoky. They used God through plants and herbs, you know, smoking weed, could be tobacco, you know, whatever. But they smoked and would wish, would think, would hope, not really hope, but would whatever, wish for the things that they wanted. I'm above this shit. And so go outside. I look good. Do that shit. Nope. Getting money, no. Yes. Okay. Be waiting. I feel like you getting money and you waiting on it from the things that you have done out here. And that shit is wild to them. When I move, you move. But it's on some when I move, you move type shit because they needed you for all of this. Tumultuous. And so they created a tumultuous situation. So never would have made it. They never would have made it without you. Keeping it cute. Get back. You don't know me like that. It's a no for me, dog. Okay. Not gonna lie. Don't say that. Okay. Confidence. Okay. I don't know what all that means in the middle. I guess it doesn't matter because it doesn't make any sense because you're not them. And so you being in the club and you being who you are, you have confidence, okay? Your confidence got you here. So they were over there talking shit. And they were over there talking shit about your confidence and shit like that. Yes. And so it's like, okay, but why? Write out. And now God is writing out on them. Marry me. Let's get married. So like tomorrow, they were trying to push something on you. They pushed something on you where you were like, nope. And that's why God is writing out, because it's like, why are you doing that? Who are you? You're not anybody. Pyramid shit. Okay, my understanding is that they used tactics that they would understand from secret societies, okay? Drop it low. And so they use tactics from secret societies in order to do this. They did that. And so that understanding is coming through. Purple matter. Never know what you'll find. This was given to me. Like God said before you was born, this is who you're going to be. Okay? Worldwide, everywhere. Rising. Yeah, God was intentional about you rising out here. A1, not a 0. Road work. And so God has helped you put in the work this whole time. Confirmation. And so this is not something that they would understand. Blank. And so they have no understanding about the training, the knowledge that you have. True shit. I feel like it's a real training. Like you have training. You don't have like secret society knowledge. Secret society knowledge or whatever the fuck. You're everything I need. Oh yeah. Fuck it. Because whatever the secret society is or whatever the fuck, I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna put it out there. But I understand what I'm talking about. And so like if you know, you know. But yeah, so the knowledge that they have from these secret societies or whatever is to, you know, drop it low, you know, make you go low, make you be low, and then they build you up or whatever. And so basically that's what their whole thing was. And so the initial thing that they did to you or whatever, that was the initial drop it low. And from there, they were going to build you up or whatever to a level of being in the club, famous, all that, whatever. And so you came through on some true shit, on some, I'm A1, not a 0. Like, I'm already on. Like, I already do this. I don't need your whatever the fuck that you trying to bring me. Even though secret society shit, they don't really tell you, okay? They don't really tell you a lot of things. And so the way that they do it is like very secretive. And so you don't really know until you be there, you show up, whatever. And then you're like, okay, so this is what we have to do. And it's like you're forced to do whatever. And then they have already trapped you. And so it was going to be some shit like that. It has been some shit like that, whatever you would understand or not. Okay. And so you have approached this shit with some on a trill shit type level. Like, nah, this ain't for me. Like, nah, I don't want that. Like, nah, I'm good. And, like, I'm good. Like, I don't want none of that. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't want none of that. I'm good. And so, and also you was already in the club. Okay. I feel like that's important. Joy. Like you already understood this. You were already somebody. Like you were also a lot of the times, not every time, but a lot of the times when people join secret societies or whatever, they are not necessarily, you know, popping people. And so these secret societies, they put them on. And after that, you know, once they do whatever, you know, behind the scenes or whatever the fuck, once they come out and they be out, then it's like they this person now, a whole new person or whatever. And so they got made or whatever, okay? And so basically that's how they be in the club from there. So you was already popping. You was already in the club. You was already popping. You didn't need them to put you on. You didn't need them to make you into nobody, okay? You was already that nigga. That's it. You was already on. You already had joy. You didn't need this to make you happy. You didn't need none of that, okay? All right. Come here. And so, the joyful giver of Jupiter. Like a diamond. Okay. I haven't seen that card in a long time. B. Like a diamond, B. Like a diamond, B. You approached everything. You approached everything like a diamond, B. Sitting sideways with great knowledge. Like great fucking knowledge. Yes, that is true. Okay? You approach this shit with great fucking knowledge. And so these birds is like, have been like, what the fuck? Why they won't do that shit? Because this is gonna help us be in the club with them on the come up. They wanted to be on the come up with you. It's like you joining or whatever, them putting you through this or whatever the fuck was gonna help them be in the club, because once you got in the club, then they was gonna be up and not the other way around, because they already understood whatever the fuck about you. And so they was like, okay, so we do this, we get them in, we do all this behind the scenes, you know, drop it low on them, all that, make them drop low, all that, build them up, all that. Then once they up, then we up to that. Give yourself time to grow. And so I'm a lot more than what you're thinking. Also, fuck it then, fuck you. They didn't know who you were. They didn't know who you were already, for real. Like, they understood what they knew, but they also didn't at the same time. I fuck with you. Okay. Purified. Okay. Refined. Okay. I don't know, but I'm gonna wake up feeling lovely. Okay. Hey. All right. It could be a situation where there's an understanding somewhere from somebody or something about you understanding the behind the scenes or something. And so they fuck with you. And so they gonna say, hey, and they're purified and refined. Speak to me nice, cause I ain't got time. Back up. Okay. Permission. Energy like I'm the greatest. The walking justice. And they have an understanding about how you didn't give them, the birds, permission to make you join into whatever the fuck. It's not a secret society, but whatever the fuck the tactics that they were using to bring you up, become big, worldwide everywhere type shit. You said back up, speak to me nice, because I ain't got time. And so the walking justice is coming through. And so this person understands that you got energy like you the greatest, because you are the greatest. They know you in the club, and they the walking justice for these birds. Okay. Deep in the abyss, because they have an understanding about being deep in the abyss. And these birds either haven't thought about that or don't recognize that, understand that. It's a lovely day out here. And, but somewhere, there's been the birds have been thinking about, I wonder if this person is thinking about you or whatever, something like that. Fuck you, ho. And so they've been mad or something because whatever they know, stand up. And so God is making them stand up. The birds? What? Healing. 3, 2, 3. Go. I don't do that. Blank. This is confusing. I don't know. Okay, aspects. Like, all of this is confusing. The whole situation in real life is very confusing, okay? Just like how, you know, the secret society shit will be confusing, whatever tactics that they have used will be confusing also. And so they ensured that that would be confusing for you. 9. And so, not gonna like it. Up the mountain. Okay. God coming for that ass, stupid. Yeah. Okay, expect the unexpected. Because of all of the shit that they have done, where you going to the sun? You're still out here. You have never not been going the way of the sun, okay? The way of victory, the way of being out here. That was never gonna not be a thing. You have the ability to be up there with God. You are up there with God. It's just like that. And so the birds was like, I don't do that. Like, I don't talk to God. Okay. And that's why they experiencing the walking justice. I'm out here, hoes, what's up? Mercury, God, you fucked up. They're experiencing God because they didn't believe in God. Coming down, man. They believed in these secret society type shit, which is evil. They believed in evil, okay? Lighter. They believed in doing evil shit to achieve what they have achieved and to achieve more and to be in the club, to be them. That's what they have done. That's what they have lived off of, being evil and doing evil secret society type tactics to achieve, okay? A whole 360, and this is the whole picture, all right? Don't degrade me, ho. Yep, real shit. Okay, you had your warnings, and so they understood and got their ending, and whatever the fuck it would look like. They understood that by using evil, by being evil, by doing evil, by doing this secret society evil shit, okay? They understood. Think bigger. I one hoe, fall back. I one hoe, answer the phone when a true nigga call. Okay. It's getting good. It's getting good. Give it up. Some racist shit. Yep. They on some stupid fucking shit. Blank. Some shit that they should not be on. And it derives from some racist shit. Do me right. But they used it to get what they want. So they themselves are also racist. And you got soul, pass along, doing big things. I do a lot of, shut up. Okay, God is shutting these birds up. God is doing a lot to shut these birds up. It's just like that. Because you doing big things. God is doing big ass fucking things out here. Because these people have been on some racist ass shit to achieve their wants, their wishes. Not dreams. Because they don't get dreams. So these are not dreams. These are wishes. You get dreams. You have dreams. God has given you dreams. And those dreams are becoming true in front of your face. You are seeing them happening. And it is beautiful. And they don't know shit about that. So, whatever is happening behind the scenes, it's like, you got them. Got them. You got them. You understand. You understand the forward, the back and forth. God done took you back and forth with it so that way you could understand. And back in the day, they know that they got the real understanding about what the fuck would happen. So they can't never say, I didn't know. They can never say that. They have always known what would come by being evil and using this evil shit to get what they wanted. And so, yeah, you should understand whatever the fuck came out in this reading. Again, I have talked about in readings in 2021, one reading in particular, where I talked about, I think it's a Scorpio reading. I don't know if it's on this channel. It might be gone just from the world. Because my Tecaso Made That channel is no longer, and my other channel is no longer also, where it was just intuitive. So it may not be on YouTube at all anymore. I don't know. I have to see. I don't think so though. But I was talking about how somebody in this one organization, he fucked with me. And God brought through information about how they was watching like a show. They were trying to figure out how to do whatever they wanted to do, and not really how they were using those tactics, but that organization came through to, I guess, give the precursor of like, that's where they're getting this information from. That's where they're getting these tactics from. And I've had talks, or a talk in particular, but talks with people before about who are in organizations or whatever. And like, I have my personal or understanding about being in an organization. I have my personal understanding. And so that can help to broaden my understanding about people being in these types of organizations that they're in. Because it is different. However, some of the tactics have also been similar. And so, like, I don't know full, but my personal understanding could give me a broad understanding. And so, I feel like that's probably why I have this understanding. So that way in the future, I could have the understanding. And so, you have your understanding because you have your understanding. And so whatever you understand, you understand. And so they can't say that you also don't understand because they understand. I feel like they also understand whatever you understand because of what they know that you have experienced in whatever ways. And so, yeah, it's something about the understanding that you have with these organizations, whether you have an actual understanding or not, you have an understanding. And so because you have this understanding, it has helped you, especially now. It's coming through to now help you in understanding, to where everything is coming together to help you understand. Because you have your actual lived understanding, which is on a bigger scale than the organization level, because they use organization tactics, the behind the scenes organization tactics on a bigger scale. And maybe that's also like, okay, for them, like they was like, okay, this is very different. This is very much bigger than whatever is normal on a organization level, because it's worldwide everywhere. It's like bigger. It's like a bigger thing. And so they weren't taking that into account also, on how much bigger whatever they were asking for was. Because going back to who they are. They join these organizations to become. And once they joined, then they became. You know, they got, I guess, more known, more popular, maybe not, but more known in whatever ways. Not really maybe known, but like whatever the fuck it is that I can understand, but I'm not talking about it. But whatever it is, it's like, it was on a bigger scale. Okay, then, and then this even bigger scale, worldwide, everywhere. It's not smaller. And so they weren't taking into account of how big it was. It's something like that, where they weren't taking into account of how big it was that they were asking. Like, this is a very big thing. Very, very, very big. And they weren't thinking about that. How big they were wishing. How big they were wanting. That's where they fucked up also. Because they were used to what they did and they saw what that did to them, did for them. And so they were like, okay, we can use these tactics to do that. But they weren't understanding that doing that for an even bigger thing was going to be even bigger. And so even bigger consequences. And now I'm thinking about Jordan Peele. What's that show called? Jordan Peele and his friend. Whatever the show is. Key and Peele. Okay. Key and Peele. Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. And there's one skit where Keegan is the principal and Jordan is on the stage and he's like a cholo. And they like cholos, but Keegan is like a principal, so he's more principled or whatever. But Jordan, he's on the stage and he's a cholo, just got out of prison or whatever. He just got out of prison. He just got out of prison or whatever, and so he talking to the kids at a high school, at an assembly, and so he on the stage and he like, yeah, I just got out of prison or whatever, you know, and so, you know, yeah, and you know, I was, when I got out or something like that, but he was like, yeah, I didn't know that, you know, consequences. You know, he just was talking about consequences. Like, at first, all the kids was like, this is boring. This is boring. We're getting up. We're leaving. And then he started talking about consequences. And he was like, yeah, so one day I saw a squid, a big squid. It just came into the sky. And it just dropped on my head. It dropped on my head. And he was like, consequences. He was like, consequences. I mean, everything that he said, it was like, it escalated to the squid or whatever. The last one, I can't remember. I need to watch that. But the last one, it was like, all right. Like, all the kids and Keegan, the principal, he was like, okay. But the whole thing was like, because they be giving powerful fucking messages. And so the last thing, or every situation that he was bringing up where it was like consequences, like he was like, you know, I did this shit, and so consequences, and the shit just got bigger and bigger and bigger until he saw some fucking big ass squid come out of the sky and fucking plop on his head. Bigger, 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 exactly. And so it's like, whatever this is, where they're experiencing the bigger, it's gonna be like a fucking squid coming out of the fucking sky and dropping on them, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Consequences. That's it. These are the consequences for what they wish for, what they asked for. They should never ask for that shit. Cause consequences. The shit will find you. The shit will come. And they also knew that the shit was gonna be there. And he was talking to children, you know, trying to tell them, you know, like, trying to tell them, like, don't do bad shit out here, because, you know, consequences, you know, trying. But yeah, I don't know. Going back to like organization type shit, you know, they kind of do that. They kind of be like telling people like, hey, do this because we understand, you know, or don't do this because we understand. But then they also going through whatever because consequences because they did whatever that they're trying to give out the information on them because they understand. So that could be important also, what I just said. Like, yeah, something like that. IDKK. But I think I'm done. I think this reading is over. I'm going to get whatever this card is that I'm grabbing in the desert, just writing. Get your mind right. Okay. I don't know how that goes, but listen. Consequences. Oh, just tore it. Consequences. That is the biggest thing. Consequences. I love y'all. I appreciate you. I thank you for coming through. Okay, bye y'all.